his hand. Don't even try it.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello there. Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Anybody home? Hello? Hello? Howdy. Well, hello there. You able to hear me? Hello? Hello? Anyone here? Hello, young man.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. I happen to be looking for a lawman by the name of Horseshit. You happen to see him around town tonight?
He was around a little earlier. I don't know where he is now.
All right, but he's been around today, though.
Yeah, he's definitely been around.
All right, fantastic.
I think I saw him about half an hour ago, so I don't know where he could be now.
All right.
Now.
Well, that's fine. As long as I know he's around, I'm sure I'll catch up to him. My name is Pappy, by the way. What's your name, fellow?
Pappy?
Yes, sir.
No, you're the second Pappy I've met.
Well, yeah, I met another Pappy myself over in Valentine a while back.
Yeah.
He was like the mayor or a candidate or something like that.
Yeah, he's the mayor of Valentine. Yeah, man. Pappy.
Well, is that right? Good for him. I haven't seen him in a while, so I'll have to go catch up to him. Yeah, he's a real nice fella.
All right. If I see Mr. Calling around, I'll let him know you're looking for him.
Yeah, I very much appreciate that. What was your name?
My name's Jeff Jefferson.
Jeff. Do you work here in the saloon? I didn't know if it was open.
Yeah, I own this place.
Oh, you own? Well, ain't that something else? Wait, now, somebody told me a while ago this place did open. Is it currently called a hole in the wall or something, or did you rename
No, it was called something that before I took over.
Oh, I see. All right.
But yeah, we went back to the original name, because if you look at the beam right there, it says Doyle's Tavern.
Oh,
you look at the outside, it's got Doyle's Tavern all over it. That's free advertising. Why would I rebrand?
That's what I'm saying, and I used to frequent this place quite some time ago, and it was called Doyle's way back when, and I can't look at this place and think of another name anyhow, so I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think it sticks with people because it's on the wall. Mm-hmm. Can't remember the name of the place, it's on the fucking wall.
I agree. Well, Jeff, it was a pleasure to meet you. I'm sure I'll see you around town. I stay around here quite a bit. My wife and I spend a lot of time here. I don't know if you've ever met her. I'm married to a young lady named Morag.
As in the nun?
Oh, yes, sir. Yep, she is. She's currently a nun running the church right down the road there. You know her?
Yeah, I know Morag, the nun with the gun. Yeah.
Yeah, nun with the guns. That's what she calls her group. Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's a little out there. Eccentric, I would say.
That's a fair description. I've always thought she was a very unique individual myself. I think that's what attracted to her.
Unique is very accurate.
Yeah, indeed. Now, let me ask you this. Did you happen to see her around town tonight?
Yeah, she was around. I saw her about half an hour ago as well.
Oh, she was in town as well? Okay, very good. Yeah. Well, I just rolled out of bed myself, so I'm kind of on the hunt for them. But yeah, I appreciate you. I will go have another look for Mr. Horseshit there and see if I can catch up to him. But it was a pleasure meeting you.
Always a pleasure, my friend. Next time you come by, make sure you have a drink.
I will do. Thank you very much, Jeff. Take care now.
No worries. Catch you later, friend.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy.
How you doing, fella? I'm doing just fine. I'm looking for a young man by the name of Horseshit. Do you happen to know him?
Oh, I think I do.
Yeah, his name is Horseshit. He's a lawman here in town. Have you seen him around anywhere?
I think so.
All right.
What's he look like?
Well, he wears a goofy big hat around the back of his neck. I think he wears like a blue shirt, got dark hair. Kind of talks like he's from overseas somewhere.
Yeah. We passed him just coming into town, didn't we, Grant? We can show you where he was.
Oh, that's not now. Oh, wait a minute.
He was. He seemed a bit preoccupied though. He
Oh,
was
he did?
talking with some fellas.
Now, actually, which one of you is Grant? I'm sorry, Grant. Are you wearing the blue shirt?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, wait. Now, you don't happen to be Grant Frank, do you?
No, my name's Grant Mahogany.
Grant Mahogany. All right. Well, fair enough.
Ah,
Well, I'm just I'm also looking for a fella by the name of Grant Frank. I was just hoping to have a quick conversation with him about something that I've heard recently. My name is Pappy, by the way. I didn't mean to be rude. Wanted to introduce myself. And I'm married to a young lady named Morag. And I heard some stuff recently, and I was just trying to have a conversation real quick with this fella named Grant, if he was around. You don't happen to know Grant Frank, do you?
my name's Grant Mahogany. I'm not Grant Frank, though.
Grant Mahogany. All right. Well, fair enough. You don't happen to know Morag, do you?
What she do?
Well, actually, she runs around town. She operates out of the church. She's most of the time she's wearing a nun outfit. Likes to call herself Nuns with Guns. She and her fellow nuns.
A nun?
Yeah,
Nun?
yeah. It's a thing that when we moved into town, she took a real liking to that church and decides to kind of open it back up and. So she and her fellas been operating out of that church. She's been doing a lot of good work.
She a bit abrasive, if I may use that word.
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the day you're talking about, but I have heard others describe her as abrasive. But now, Grant, why are you pulling out that knife there?
It was a mistake.
Oh, all right, I mean, I guess
But this isn't a mistake. Get off the goddamn horse right now.
Oh, God,
right
no.
now, man.
No, hold on. All right. No,
Get off the horse
All
and
right.
follow us back here now.
all right. I'm getting off the horse. No reason for violence.
That casual walk behind over here right now.
All right, I'm acting
Put your
casual.
goddamn hands up.
Oh.
That's not casual.
What? You just told me to put my hands up.
I said just walk into the alleyway to the right over here.
Oh.
Just goddamn do it, old man, before I pitch you.
Okay, all right.
Go back there.
All right, I'm okay. Oh, my head.
You get your goddamn head after we get done talking to you.
Nah, I ain't looking for trouble. I was just out looking for this Grant fella. I don't mean anybody any harm. I'm just looking for a little bit of information. That's all. And
I might be that there grand fella. What do you want to ask?
Yeah.
Huh?
Grant, now listen. I promise you, I am not here. Look. I am not here to cause any trouble. I'm just trying to get some information to help me make some very important decisions. Now look. I was in town last night, and
Lower your goddamn voice.
oh, hang on, sorry. All right, sorry, I'm whispering. All right, now I promise you both, I am not here for any trouble. All right, I'm just here to talk. All right, I came into town last night, and I bumped into this horseshit fella. I don't know if you know him, but he's a local lawman. All right.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
All right, now horseshit and I go a little ways back. He back before he was a lawman, he was I don't know what the hell he was doing. Maybe he was a bounty hunter or something. Anyway.
I don't need to know about goddamn horse shit.
All right, fair enough. All right. Sorry, I'm just a little bit nervous after you hit me on the head with your gun.
Oh,
God damn it! All right.
Cut to the goddamn chase.
All right, here's the goddamn chase. Horseshit told me that my wife had 25 seconds of something up in the bell tower of the church. I'm just trying to find out what that 25 seconds was. Because he said when she came out of there that she was had a, what the hell did he say? She had a baby bump.
Grant?
I don't really know what you're talking about.
Did you?
Did I what? Oh,
Did
the
you
hell was
fuck
that
a
for?
goddamn nun?
Well,
Now
nah,
you're not answering that fella. You're answering me, okay? Did you fuck the nun?
no, hold on, come on, talk me over here. You stand right there.
25
Don't
seconds,
do
that
anything.
sounds
I'm
mighty
not
up.
moving. I'm not moving. I
That
promise.
sounds mighty familiar, okay? 25 seconds.
Know your goddamn voice. Talk to me normal.
Oh my God! I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to do. Oh nope! I'm sorry.
back up, old
I'm
man.
backing up. I'm
Goddamn
backing
it.
up. I'm backing up. I didn't mean to do that.
If he hits me again, you shoot him dead.
I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, all right. So, in my defense, all right.
Did you sleep with the nun?
I didn't know at first.
The nun that we robbed the other day?
Yeah, the nun we robbed the other day. Well, hear me out, right? She wasn't dressed in her nun gear. She had a blonde wig on. She looked all right. I mean, she kind of looked run down, but I didn't know it was her until after the goddamn fact. I didn't know.
Damn it, Grant.
All right. Well, let's just talk back to him. All right. So, go on. Tell us what you're talking about. Tell us about this woman now. Go on.
Well, as I mentioned, she's my wife. Now I've been out of town for a little while, but I just got back into town last night, and as I was going up Main Street, and by the way, I appreciate your attempt at discretion, but I might have overheard a little bit of that. But as I was riding through town, listen, I tell you, I'm gonna tell you again, I'm not here to cause any trouble with you. I don't know anything about what may have happened before that. I haven't heard about no robbery. She didn't say anything about it.
What did you?
Don't
say that goddamn
all
word.
right,
again,
fair. All right, I'm not gonna say
There's
that
no
word.
robbery happening, okay?
All right, fine.
I swear to God, if you say the word robbery one more time, I'm gonna put a bullet in the back of your head.
Listen, I ain't gonna say nothing about nothing. Look, this is only about my relationship with my wife now, and I'm just out trying to get information, but I think I've got the questions answered.
I'll be honest with you, all right? Now,
Tell me what happened.
Me and my friend, all right? But she was dressed up, you know. If it was a nun that I supposedly robbed, right? I wouldn't have slept with her, all right? But this woman came up to me and put the moves on me, and she was wearing a blonde wig, and she looked mighty fine, all right? And yes, I did last 25 seconds, not because I came too quick, but because I was getting disgusted, because your goddamn wife is disgusting.
No. Well, now you slept with her, but now you call it disgusting. Make up your goddamn mind.
Well, when someone puts the moves on you, you kind of get in the thing, all right?
Oh my! Oh, I think you just knocked a tooth loose. God damn it!
I'm not gonna hit you again, all right?
Oh, let me step away for a second.
Look at him. Look at his face.
Look, I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in violence. Like I said, I am just here for information. I think violence is a waste of time and effort. Now, look, I ain't gonna judge you for whatever it is work that you do, but it sounds like you might get into some nefarious stuff. Whatever happened? Fine, you're good people. How many good people sleep with other men's wives, though? For fuck's sake!
I'm telling you right now, I did not know she was married. If you insinuate one more time, I might do something that I'm going to regret.
Look, I'm not insinuating you knew. I just look. No, I appreciate your honesty. Regardless, just don't hit me again. But for fuck's sake, now I gotta go see a dentist.
Don't. All right, I'm not going to hit you, but this is what you're going to say. And this is the story that you're going to know. I never robbed a nun. You never heard anything like that.
You never robbed an... Okay, fair enough, but only because you hit me on the back of the head with the goddamn gun. You probably made me forget about that anyway.
All right, but I'm telling you right now, and this is the God's honest truth, I did not know that she was a nun, all right? She didn't even mention she had a husband, okay?
Would it made a difference if she was wearing her nun costume?
Hell yeah, I wouldn't have slept with a lady of the cloth.
Oh, is that right? Even though she came on to you supposedly?
He's
I'm
actually a very religious fella. Unless they were married, he...
Okay, but let me just be straight, right? So, hypothetically speaking, if it was a nun that I robbed, why would I want to sleep with the nun I robbed and let her know who the hell I
Listen
am?
here. Grant, Cole, and Montana from the Jackson family would never rob a nun. That didn't happen.
Shut the hell up.
Oh, now you're gonna be hit. Oh, so, all right.
Talking too much.
What do you mean?
Listen, like I said, I don't want to get involved in whatever your family's business is. This is about me and my family, and that's all. But now, if it's all right with you, I would like to be on my way. I don't really want to be taking another gun upside my head.
What's your name there, fella?
My name is Pappy.
All right, Pappy. What's your last name?
Goul.
Oh, well then that makes a lot of sense. You go on. Go on out there. But I'm telling you right now, it'll all come up to me. I hear anything about us possibly robbing someone, I'm gonna
We
kill.
hear something about the Jackson family
Oh, God.
robbing
We're
somebody.
not called the Jackson family, if anything.
I will-
All right?
Jackson.
I will definitely not remember whatever that family name is you've mentioned several times. I will definitely not ever say that word.
All right.
Exactly.
Now, you never say anything. And if I find out and the people come back to me, I'm gonna take this gun here that I have, put it in your mouth, and pull the trigger. All right?
Now, that won't be necessary. Look, the only reason I was in town looking for horseshit today anyway was to see if he would point me in your direction, because I was ultimately looking to catch up with you to get that information anyway. Now that I've got that information, my business here is done. I'll be on my way.
And just so you know,
Don't say anything that's going to insult me.
no, if I knew she was married, I would have never have done it. All right? Regardless if she's a nun or not. I'm not that kind of person.
You know, I've never met you before, and you've smacked me upside the head several times, but something tells me that's an actual truthful statement. I don't know
That's
what.
right. Now, from here on out, you don't know us, never talked to us, but you can go back to your horse and get the fuck out of here, unless Montana's not done with you.
Are
What
you
do you
done
mean,
with me,
fine?
Montana? Or whatever your hell name? I don't know what your names are. Certainly
No,
not
you know-
Jackson's.
As soon as you step out of this gate here, you don't know anything about Montana or Grant or Cole or the Jackson family. Definitely
Talking
never.
too much.
Son, bitch, stop punching me, okay?
Jesus
I'm just
Christ.
trying to tell him he's never heard about the Jackson family because that was.
For the record, we're not even called the Jackson Family. We might be called Mahogany Boys. All right?
They don't even exist as far as I'm
We're
concerned.
definitely called the Jackson family, okay? Remember that, but also don't tell anybody about that.
I'm definitely not
Also,
going to remember that.
There's a $4 fee to walk out of that gate.
Okay, oh, well, now listen, that might be a little bit of an issue, but let me check and see what I got, and if I can help you boys out, I still will, because, you know, even though you done screwed my wife, $4 is worth knowing that. Hang on, let me just check my wallet. Listen, I've got $1.54 in my pocket. You want $1? Or are you gonna just let me walk on?
I'll buy. See them there. Well, actually, how about I just take them there fancy gloves you got on you?
You want my-
Call it square.
You want these old nasty gloves? You know, I used to shovel pig shit with these gloves, but fine. Here, I'll give them your gloves.
Give him the goddamn gloves.
Yeah. Give me the goddamn gloves. And don't ever talk about the Jackson family.
Christ.
They're definitely
There
not
you
the
go.
most dangerous, most reputation failed family in the entire state. All the states.
Fair enough. Hey, you certainly don't do a lot of selling about that either. But now listen, boys. My wife might come into town looking for you, all right? And she might be looking for you to prevent you from telling me what you just did. You never saw me. Can we agree on that?
I never saw you. Never know. I don't even know your name.
Perfect. Take care,
All right.
boys.
And you don't know our fucking name.
I certainly don't know
Yeah,
whoever
exactly.
you guys
All right,
may
now,
or may not
wait,
be.
wait. Play it cool. Play it cool when we walk out here. There might be people. I'm I'm gonna lead, all right? I'm gonna lead, all right?
All right, go ahead.
Oh
Well,
man,
you're a
that was a
good
good.
friend.
That was a great game. of poker we had back there.
I tell you
I
what,
enjoyed that drink.
Ah, Mister,
You
I
have a
never
nice
met you.
guy.
Have a good
You
one
have a
now.
nice
I'll
day,
be
fella.
damned if you boys didn't take me for all my money in that poker game. Son of a
You have a
gun.
good one now.
All right. God damn it. All right, who wants to talk? I was not cackling at you guys. Oh my god. Well, what does everybody think? You're so mean. I know that was a little bit mean. I can see that. You laughed, don't lie. This was cinema. Unfortunately, it was. I'm very happy with how this particular scene played out overall. Although I will be honest, there is a piece that did not come together, but that's okay. It'll be a piece for another time. Comes in cackling when it says I wasn't cackling. So yeah, it's you know, what does Pappy do with this information now? I'm leaving. Oh, Daisy, you just got here. Don't leave. Thank you very much earlier. Oh, before I go on, what do we? I was not reading my activity feed earlier. I see Hannah reached a 25 stream streak, and oh, Hannah, thank you very much for thank you very much for gifting that sub to Steph. Hi, Steph. I'm glad everybody was here. Pappy accidentally trolled us. I did not troll. He should do nothing and find Ethel. Talk with Morag. I want a refund. I want a refund. I mean, it's probably safe to assume there will be a conversation with Morag about this. I mean, that seems logical. But I also want to say something else real quick. I had no idea I was going to bump into this grand fella. Last night when I logged in, my intention was to find Horseshit, because Horseshit is the one that told Pappy originally about this 25-second thing. And so what Pappy was planning to do was to go find Horseshit and see if he would give him any more information. Because ultimately we did want to talk to Grant, but I honestly did not think we would probably ever find him, or if we did, my full expectation. Oops, there goes the game. I think I was probably just standing on the rock looking for too long. But yeah, my thought was, if I deserve. My thought was that when Pappy finally did find Grant, if he ever did, that he would either just totally shut down and not share any information, or just put a bullet in his head. I didn't know anything about this RP. I don't know who they are, but I will say that, as strange as that particular interaction might have been, those two guys are pretty good role players. They don't take anything too seriously. Obviously, this is a serious topic, but there's always that balance there, right? Because it's it's serious stuff. Obviously, we got more than a year of Pappy and Morag's storyline kind of on the line, hinging on on this kind of stuff. But at the same time, at least for me, if it gets too heavy, crazy, it becomes awkward. So I think last night I appreciated both of those guys when I was RPing with them last night. That they knew what the balance was, and that balance kind of went along with what I was going through. They're really good. Yeah, I agree. I thought that was pretty interesting RP session with those guys, even though it was fully unexpected, because I'd never seen either of those two guys before, and I'll be goddamned if we didn't just happen upon them. So. I feel conflicted because like Morag's POV, I don't think Indor expected the man to do a ERP like that, and he tried to say they were just looking into each other's eyes. So I'm interested in. Well, so that's Yoda. That's kind of what Morag already told Pappy, right? Because the other night when we first heard about the 25 seconds, Pappy immediately asked Morag about it, and Morag was like, "Oh yeah, we kind of looked into each other, looked at each other for 25 seconds and whatnot." So yeah, that's I would expect that's how Morag would try to spin it. Yeah, same. I felt like Morag was only jokingly flirting, and the guy answered with the ERP right away. I guess sometimes that's you gotta deal with the unexpected sometimes, and there's an infinite number of ways you can deal with any RP situation, and the way this particular this particular way played out, it just ended up being an affair from what Pappy could tell. Ain't no way Pappy's believing that now after speaking to Grant. Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing too.
Let me give you uppies.
Daisy, thank you so much for the 1500 bits.
Kudos to your RP. Happy to donate.
Just as a reminder to everybody, all the revenue that I get from subs and bits and and ad revenue, I'm donating directly to the Trevor Project until we at least hit our $600 initial goal. Hopefully it goes more than that, but we'll see how things play out. But going back to the conversation about ain't no way Pappy's believing that now that he's talked to Grant. When I think about the conversation, this kind of conversation between that he just had with Grant, that he will inevitably have with Morag, even though Grant might be a quote unquote bad guy, robber or whatever, he's got no motivation to lie to Pappy about it, right? And in fact, for all we know, it's kind of difficult to tell from that particular interaction, but he could easily go around wearing that like a feather on his cap as well, right? Whereas I think of the conversation that Pappy will inevitably have with Morag about it. Morag has a 10+ year marriage and relationship on the line, right? So, there's an argument that could be made, well, Morag is Pappy's wife, he should by default just believe whatever she's going to say. But at the same time, Pappy is aware now that he's got this piece of information from the other party involved, who truly had no motivation to, no reason or motivation to lie about it. He's able to weigh that against what he fully expects Morag to tell him at some point when that conversation happens. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out and where things go. I don't know how things will end. If they'll end, if there's other twists that may happen in between. But that's where we are. That's where we are at the moment. Let's see what other good comments have I missed? The server has great RPers. Yes, the server is full of people who are excellent storytellers. I had made a comment, these last couple of weeks, because I haven't been on the server very much, and I kind of felt like I've had a bit of writer's block, and my motivation to log into Red Dead and RP has waned a little bit. And part of that, honestly, even though there are a very large number of excellent role players on the server, the pace of this server is a lot faster than my previous experiences on other Red Dead servers, right? I kind of equated the the pace of the RP on this particular server is almost more like a GTA server in some respects. And for me, my natural, what I've learned this past year and a half is my natural pace of role play is very slow, very, very drawn out. Maybe there's an argument that it can be too much, but I kind of like that slow burn. It takes a long time to tell a story kind of thing. Where we've seen recently that the storylines are just flying left and right, and I don't have the energy or desire to keep up with a lot of that stuff, just because it's too much for me. For my character, for Pappy, it's there's a lot more going on than Pappy cares to be involved in, just because it's just a lot, and a lot to juggle, and there's a lot of ups and downs that goes with that, as well. And just, I don't prefer the super fast pace. I haven't seen Indoors VOD. Did Morag really come out of the bell tower with Indoor putting in him? You can go watch the VOD. I encourage everybody to watch. If you haven't seen it already, watch those VODs and come to your own conclusions, because Pappy has come to a certain conclusion, but that
I know you like this hat.
Could very well different than how other people view it, which is also one of the amazing things about role play and different perspectives on characters. Nicole, thank you so much for the 4 months. You're awesome. Appreciate you. They did a Slash Me Stuffs pillow under. Yeah, and maybe Pappy can get a hall pass to hook up with Ethel to make it even. Yoda, that is foul. Oh my god. I'm just scrolling through some of the chat comments real quick. I just wanted to, I know there was some interesting stuff that I wanted to comment on. Morag will 100% gaslight Pappy. I'm sure. Because the thing is too, like, as Pappy was considering the conversation, the other night, after he had asked her about this 25 seconds, what was, and I think I might have mentioned this on stream yesterday, what was almost the very first thing that Morag did when Pappy asked her about it, right? She diverted the conversation to pointing out the fact that Pappy hadn't commented on her new hairstyle or her dress or whatever. So yeah, Pappy fully expects for Morag to gaslight him on it. I don't even know what Morag could do to save this. If she was so afraid to lose Pappy, she wouldn't get into situations like that. IMO. That's a valid argument. Because the other way that that Pappy is taking a look at this situation is, let's imagine for just a moment, just a moment, let's imagine that the shoe was on the other foot and Pappy did something like this. What do we think the end result of that would be? Does anybody out there realistically think? I mean, we all know Morag well enough, to kind of have an idea of what the reaction would be. But it's certainly, in my opinion, and as Pappy's role player, it certainly would not be a situation where she would be like, oh well, that's okay. Oh, you were just you were playing a practical joke on him. Oh, okay, yeah. She would kill you and the other person, right? Most likely that's true. It would be Meemaw Part 2, you know, very, very likely. But, you know, the thing is, like, and a lot of folks that are, you know, that are watching the stream now and who have followed Pappy for the last year or so, it's... Pappy never puts himself in those particular situations. Yeah, he loves the he loves the little friction with the, you know, the conversations about, you know, the cutlery and you know, just kind of goofy stuff like that. But you know, I just could never imagine Pappy putting himself in a situation where, you know, it was anything further than that could be conceived as anything more than just, you know, innocent, you know, playing around, or, you know, a little bit of innocent flirting. Morag will definitely be bringing up the past with Ethel. Will she though? Because I mean, this is meta, and only, you know, I mean, Pappy doesn't know this, but I know this. Hasn't Morag played it that she doesn't know Ethel on this server, unless she changes her mind. She'll bring up you kissing Phyllis. Now that could be, yeah. When Pappy starts dating Phyllis. Oh my God. So I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea right now where the story is going to lead. I didn't know where it was going to lead last night when I logged in. But then, you know, as I was, you know, having, you know, conversation with those two guys, the Jackson family or whatever. Wait, are they calling themselves the Jackson family, or are they the Mahogany Boys? I don't know. They kept throwing both names around so much that I'm not even sure for sure. I'm not even certain. Like, what is their gang called? Are they called the Jacksons? I don't know. Pappy should marry Constance now. Yeah, like Pappy's looking to die, right? You know, every single husband that Constance has had, Pappy has come to an early demise. Yeah, Pappy will pass on that. I hope Pappy meets Adora. I don't think I've seen that character at all, even on anybody else's stream. Indoor said the only peeps Morag remembers are Pappy and Phyllis. Yeah, that's what I was recalling. But not that matters, because, you know, any of that can change at any time too, right? Because, you know, early on, Morag was messing with Bill, right? When we all got onto the new server, Morag was messing with Bill, you know, saying that she had no idea what he was. But I thought Morag might know Bill now, but I could be wrong. Pappy goes back to his roots and lives in a tent in Limpany. Oh, where's my friend Carver? I need Carver. Carver would know what Pappy should do. Well, personally, I think that's how it happens. The ERP was a bit forced on Morag, so I don't know if Morag take it as an inky or just look in the eyes. So, so this is my OOC, my meta from a viewer perspective. You know, and I had made a you know, from a viewer perspective, as Radio, a fan of the Pappy and Morag story. So I watched the segment of Morag's POV during that time, right? And including the part, like, I think they were standing at the altar, and like there was some, you know, some fake wedding going on or whatever, and then this Grant character runs off, and then he's running up the street, and then Morag makes a comment like something along the lines of, oh, you know, oh, you're gonna fuck me, and then run away. So Radio, as a viewer and as a fan of the storyline, looks at that kind of thing and thinks to myself, okay, well, if Morag was going to was going to approach it like, well, that wasn't really ERP, or wasn't really anything more than staring at each other, like those types of comments wouldn't be made, in the other conversations with other folks in town when they were getting arrested or whatever, wouldn't get made. So that's strictly my OOC, a fan of Red Dead roleplay perspective. That has nothing to do with how Pappy looks at it. That's just that's just me as a fan, how I interpret it as I was watching it. And now anybody could have different views, right? I mean, that's the whole thing I was saying earlier. We can all have very different perspectives on the exact same scene, and how we all think different characters were actually thinking, or we're actually acting. We could all have different perspectives and different opinions on that, which is why I love RP, and which is why I love all these characters too. All these characters they're so amazing. I've been so privileged as someone who just plays a video game and does role play. I've been so privileged to hang out with such a fun and talented group of people that they just make this so enjoyable. And I just I have a smile even in these these kind of tough storylines and whatever. I mean, I have a smile on my face the whole time, just because it's good stuff, and I'm entertained. I'm entertained as hell by all of this stuff that's going on, and I hope everybody else is too. Well, I don't know if Morag would have done it if the guy wouldn't have. Yeah, I mean Many will. That's a very good point. That's that's one perspective on it for sure. Grant was actually just hallucinating after taking mushrooms and nothing happened. It could be. I don't know. I didn't see. If that was in the VOD, I didn't happen to see that, but that's why I said it was a bit forced. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Uh-oh. Damn, Siribot banned Ekapen Starfish spam detect. Oh, whoops. That's why I hired Siribot. I said an indoor server. I've never been so nervous for anything RP related. A testament to the storyline and the RPers, for sure. The only, like I said, I'm very happy I was able to share this chapter of the story. I'm just there was one extra piece that I was hoping that was going to come together that didn't end up, but it's okay. It was still really good, and we'll just keep that other stuff in our back pocket for whether it really happened or not. Grant said they slept together, so that's what Pappy thinks. Yep, that's kind of how Pappy's thinking about it, right? That's what Grant told him, and Pappy doesn't have any reason to believe that this guy has motivation to lie about it. Indoors chat was all, do you still have a husband? And he said, yeah, of course I do. Technically true. We see. So radio, we go to the store and get a widow outfit for Pappy. Maybe, but you know how much Pappy hates that goddamn clothes store. Goddamn clothes shopping. He said OOC that Pappy and Morag is in an open relationship. Yeah, I mean, there's a perspective there, and I suppose an argument could be made, because the whole Ricardo, third storyline that was going on for a while, that the relationship would be quote unquote open. Pappy doesn't fully see it like that, especially in a situation like this. doesn't one-sided open. Yeah, because that's kind of, yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it, Katie. But some men say they did stuff that isn't true to impress their friends. Also very true, Doof. As a man, I probably have done that once or twice or 100 times myself. Pappy has never said himself that they have an open relationship and it's never gone this far before. Accurate. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and hanging out. I didn't talk during the stream while the stuff was playing on purpose. I wanted to kind of focus on some of the other stuff, and just in case the other part came to fruition, I wanted to be sure I was on my toes and ready for that. But I'm glad we got a chance to sit down and chat afterward. I will see everybody soon. Either way, it's going to be a great story. Thank you for it's already a great story. Open relationship that Pappy agrees on, not one that was done behind his back. That's kind of what Pappy's thinking. Thanks for thank you for streaming, you scoundrel. I hope everybody has a great day. I'll see everybody soon. Take care, everybody.